some as pastors and teachers. Compare Mo, N.W. Also PS 68. 18. In full accord with this, when the Apostle Paul wrote to Timothy about the qualifications for the service positions of overseers e-pisco-poi, who were also older men pre-sputa-roy, and of ministerial servants di-ako-noi in the congregation, he specifically states that they must be men and, if married, the husband of one wife. No discussion by any of the apostles discusses any office of deaconess di-ko-nis sir. 1t3. 1-13. Tit 1. 5-9. Compare 20. 17, 28. PHP 1. 1. Although Phoebe is mentioned row 16. 1 is a minister di-ako numbers, without the Greek definite article, it is evident that she was not an appointed female ministerial servant in the congregation, because the scriptures make no provision for such. The apostle did not tell the congregation to receive instructions from her but, rather, to receive her well and to assist her in any matter where she might need them. Row 16. 2. Paul's reference to her as a minister evidently has something to do with her activity in the spreading of the good news, and he was speaking of Phoebe as a female minister who was associated with the congregation in Cenchreae. Compare 2. 17, 18. In the home. The woman is described in the scriptures as a weaker vessel, the feminine one. She is to be treated accordingly by her husband. 1p3. 7. She has many privileges, such as sharing in teaching the children and generally managing the internal affairs of the household, under her husband's approval and direction. 1t5. 14. 1p3. 1, 2. PR1. 8. 6. 20. Chap 31. She has the duty of submission to her husband. F5. 22-24. She owes him the marital due. 1 Co 7. 3-5. Adornment. The Bible throughout does not condemn adornment in clothing or the wearing of jewelry, but it commands that modesty and propriety be the governing factors. The apostle instructs that feminine dress be well arranged and that women adorn themselves with modesty and o textoi acute miritra longo. Orman 1198. Him a few days before his death, and for her act Jesus promised. Wherever this good news is preached in all the world, what this woman did shall also be told as a remembrance of her. Mount 26. 6-13. Joe 12. 1-8. Women were among those to whom Jesus especially appeared on the day of his resurrection, and women were among those to whom he appeared later. Mount 28. 1-10. Joe 20. 1-18. Figurative use. In several instances women are used symbolically to represent congregations or organizations of people. They also are employed to symbolize cities. Christ's glorified congregation is spoken of as his bride, also called the Holy City, New Jerusalem. Joe 3. 29. Re 21. 2, 9. 19. 7. Compare F5. 23-27. Mount 9. 15. Mr. 2. 20. U5. 34, 35. Jehovah spoke to the congregation or nation of Israel as his woman, he being as a husbandly honor to her by reason of the law covenant relationship between them. In restoration prophecies he speaks to Israel in this way, sometimes directing his words to Jerusalem, the governing city of the nation. The sons and daughters Isra 43. 5-7 of this woman were the members of the nation of Israel. Isra 51. 17-23. 52. 1, 2. 54. 1, 5, 6, 11-13. 66. 10-12. J3. 14. 31. 31, 32. In many instances other nations or cities are referred to as feminine or as women. A few are Moab J 48. 41, Egypt J 46. 11, Rabbah of Ammon J 49. 2. Babylon 51. 13. And symbolic Babylon the Great. Re 17. 1-6. See Babylon the Great. Daughter. The woman of Genesis 3. 15. At the time that he sentenced humankind's parents, Adam and Eve, God gave the promise of a seed that would be brought forth by the woman, and who would crush the serpent's head. Ge 3. 15. Here was a sacred secret that God purposed to reveal in his due time. Col 1. 26. Some factors in the circumstances existing at the time of the prophetic promise provide clues as to the woman's identity. Since her seed was to crush the serpent's head, he would have to be more than a human seed, for the scriptures show that it was not to a literal snake on the ground that God's words were aimed. The serpent is shown at Revelation 12. 9 to be Satan the devil, a spirit person. Consequently, the woman of the prophecy could not be a human woman, such as Mary the mother of Jesus. The Apostle